Hello, this is Anna McGill, and this is the fetal pig dissection. First, we're going to identify for some external anatomy. First is the left pinna, or the external ear, here. And then we're going to look at the right pupillary, which is the eye. See that little slit there? This is the right pupillary, which is the right eyelid, and inside the eyelid is the nictitating membrane, which produces tears. And then we are going to we're going to look to the external nares, which are the nostrils, so these two holes right here. And around the external nares is the palum nasali, which is has no hair, and it's a little bit different color. It has surrounding the nares right here. And then we are going to open the mouth here and look at the left needle tooth, which is right there. A little sharp, but they're very sharp. We're going to go down and look at the soft palate. It is right under the hard palate. Hard palate has ridges, soft palate is soft to touch, and deep down inside the mouth is the epiglottis. That is the throat, the beginning of the throat. Deep down there is the epiglottis. Okay, then we're going to look at the umbilica and the umbilical artery. The umbilica has 2 veins and 1 artery. Let's open up here. Umbilical artery is the bigger port right there. There's the umbilical artery. Then we're going to look if we have a scrotum or a vulva. Looks like we have a scrotum. This houses the testes. This little bump at the very end of the back of the body, very caudal of the body right there. Okay, and that is the external anatomy. Next, we're going to open the pig here. So first, we're going go under the skin here and find the superficial pectoral muscle. this right there is the superficial pectoral muscle. It is superficial because it is right under the skin. See it. Next, we're going to open up a bit here. Okay, so now that I've opened up the neck and thorax region, I'm going to take a look at the thymus and the thyroid glands. So this thymus, this will stay, is these little flaps here and here, and just there is the tiny little thyroid right there. Okay, and then just right above that, this is the larynx, this little ball shape. And just next to the larynx is the right jugular vein, which is right there inside, right above these flaps. That's the right jugular vein. Okay, and then I'm going to have to cut under this thyroid and the thymus to find the trachea. Okay, yeah, so here is, get my probe here. So yeah, again, this is the larynx, and this right below it is the trachea. And we cut some more down, and down under here, we'll find the esophagus. Under here is the esophagus. That is the esophagus right under the trachea. Goes all the way, barely see it, but that is the esophagus. Okay, and we're gonna go down and into below the neck. Again, I will also try to find the mandibular lymph node. It is right there. So here's the salivary glands, and this little tiny ball right there is the lymph node right next to the larynx. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm going down. I'm gonna have to cut through the diaphragm. It's gonna be right here. Open it up just a little bit more. This is the diaphragm right there. This is the diaphragm right there. See, I'm gonna have to cut through it to get to the rest of the body. see this little tiny muscle that I had to cut through is the diaphragm. I'm also going to try to find, here are the lungs right here. Here's the heart. So I need to find the left ventricle, and that is the lowest part. So this little tiny vein that separates the right ventricle to the left ventricle. Left ventricle is right here with the tiny vein. I also need to find the left caudal lung lobe. Get this out of here. Left caudal lung lobe is all the way down here. Here is left cranial lung lobe all the way down there. Here's the right, all the way down there is the left, moving it right there with my forceps, is the left caudal lung lobe. Okay, so I just cut the diaphragm. It's right here is the diaphragm, and that should be all of the neck and thorax region. Next we're going to go into the abdomen region. Cut a round circle here. Okay, so as we go down, I just cut some more of this diaphragm here. I did accidentally slice the liver, but this is the liver right here, right there. And I'm going to find the spleen that's under it. I'm going to cut the umbilica cord there. That's the artery. Go around the umbilica. Okay, so we're going to peel this back here. Sorry about this grossness. Okay, so I opened up the two sides here to get a better look at everything. First, we're going to look at the liver. The liver is right here, the biggest organ in the body. Right under the liver is the stomach. The stomach, this is the greater curvature of the stomach, right there. Over here is the fundus. I can move everything here. The fundus of the stomach. Right under the stomach is the pancreas. The pancreas is connected to the duodenum, right here. Little flaps there. Right under everything and under the duodenum is these tiny little blue line called the vena cava. And right next to the right of the vena cava is the right kidney. And connected to the right kidney is the right ureter. Right next to the right ureter is the rectum. The rectum connects to the urinary bladder, or is next to the urinary bladder, this big here, right there. And as if I go up to the urinary bladder, this little tiny white line is called the linea alba. And so then down here is going to be the epididymis. I'm going to go find that later. And lastly, to the left of the stomach is the spleen. It just hooks around the stomach just a little bit, but that is the spleen, and then the other kidney down here. We're going to go find the epididymis. Okay, so we're going to go cut down here and find the epididymis. Okay, so it looks like, just cut this all away here. This is, forceps here. This is the epididymis. And if I cut more into near the scrotum, that pops out the testy. That's the testy right there. Would be the right testy, and then that connects to the epididymis right there. Okay, next we're going to flip him over and we're going to go find some muscles. Okay, so I've started cutting this and stripping it back some, so I'm going to keep on doing that. All the way down here to go find the triceps muscle. Just cut some muscle there. Okay, so I just opened up, right here is the trapezius muscle. And then down here, I just cut it a little bit, but this is the triceps muscle. Right there, get the probe. This right here, see the skin flap and closes it. That's the tricep, this is the trapezius muscle. I just need to find the left third angular. So this is the left foot, this is the hoof, this is the dew claw, this is the left third angular right there, this little one. They don't predominantly put weight on this one, only in soft ground. So that is the left third angular. Then back here, turn him a little bit more. I need to go find the quadriceps back here, but right here, this little, tiny little thing is the left hind dew claw. So that's the ingula. This little one is the dew claw right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one and go find the quadricep muscle. Quadricep muscle is right here. Please cut some muscle right there. Cut into the muscle right now. So this muscle right here, this very big muscle, is the quadriceps muscle. So that was the dissection of the fetal pig and all of the anatomy that I covered. This is Anna McGill.